Hey everyone! So let's talk about it. We've all had that moment, right? That split second where a choice feels like it could define everything. Well, today, we're not here to lecture you. Not at all. We're here to equip you. This is your guide to making choices that are 100% your own. This line. Literally everyone is doing it. You've heard it. I've heard it. It's that phrase that can just make your stomach drop. Because in the moment, it feels so true. But today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that feeling and figure out what's really going on. So, where does this pressure even come from? It's so easy to just write it off as, teen curiosity, but that's barely scratching the surface. The real reasons are way more complex and, honestly, a lot more human. Okay, parents, I want you to take a really good look at this slide. To fit in, to manage stress, to bond. These are not the motivations of a bad kid. These are universal human drivers. Our goal isn't to shut these feelings down. It's to help our kids find healthier, safer ways to meet these needs. Okay, let's get into what you're actually hearing out there. Because let's be real, a lot of it is just smoke and mirrors. It's time to separate what people say from what you actually need to know. You hear this one all the time when it comes to marijuana. People make it sound so harmless, right? It's natural. It comes from a plant. And yeah, since it's legal for adults in a lot of places, it's easy to think it's no big deal. But the facts tell a very different story. Here's something that's just fascinating from a science perspective. A teenager's brain is literally a construction site. It's not finished developing until about age 25. Now, today's marijuana isn't what it used to be. It is so much stronger. Introducing that high-potency THC is like bringing a wrecking ball to that construction site. And that 1 in 6 number, that's not a scare tactic. That is a well-documented medical reality about dependency. All right, next up, vaping. I mean, you've got to admit the marketing is pretty brilliant. It's just vapor. It's just flavor. They make it sound as harmless as blowing bubbles. But what are you actually breathing in? This slide really says it all. The key ingredient in most vapes is nicotine, one of the most addictive substances on the planet. And for a teen's brain, which is wired for learning and forming habits, addiction can take hold in a matter of days. And maybe the scariest part? We have no idea what the long-term effects are. This generation is essentially the test subject. Okay, so we've debunked some of the big myths. Now, let's get into how peer pressure actually works. It's not some kind of invisible magic. It's a playbook with specific tactics. And once you know the plays, you can't get fooled by them. And these tactics are so effective because they target our most basic human fears, the fear of being left out, of being judged, of not belonging. But the amazing thing is, the second you can put a name to the strategy being used on you, it starts to lose its power. Okay, tactic number 1. Picture it. You're just hanging out with friends, and someone passes a vape your way. No one says anything, it's just offered. That's the casual offer. It's clever because it's so low-key. It makes saying no feel like you're the one making a big deal out of nothing. And this one is a classic because it works. It plays on that deep-seated fear of being the only one, the outsider. But here's the secret they don't tell you. Everyone is almost never actually everyone. In fact, study after study shows that teens consistently overestimate how many of their peers are using substances. The majority, usually, aren't. And then there's this one, the courage challenge. What, are you scared? I thought you were cool. It's a direct hit on your identity. It's designed to twist your no into a sign of weakness. But let me be super clear about this. Saying no in that moment, when all eyes are on you, takes way more guts than just going along. That is real strength. All right, so we've identified the tactics, we've seen the playbook. Now, let's build your defense. Let's talk about the practical tools you can use to handle these moments with total confidence. This is your MVP, your go-to. No thanks, I'm good. It's simple, it's direct, and here's the important part. You don't owe anyone an explanation. That's it. Practice saying it, say it with a little confidence, it works. Here's another great one. Nah, not interested. The key to this one is the tone. Super casual, almost bored. Like it's not even a big deal. It shuts the whole conversation down before it can even get started. Okay, this right here, this is your secret weapon. The most powerful tool you have is deciding your no before you're even in the situation. Seriously. Making that call when you're calm and clear-headed is a game changer. Trying to figure it out in the moment, under pressure, that's like trying to build a parachute after you've already jumped out of the plane. Parents, this slide is for you, and it is crucial. This is the no questions tonight rule. Think of it as a safety contract with your child. You are making them a promise. You can call me anytime, anywhere, and I will come get you. Your safety is my #1 priority. We can talk about whatever happened tomorrow when everyone is calm and safe. Research shows this one agreement dramatically increases the chance a teen will call for help in a dangerous situation. It's a lifeline. So, as we start to bring this all together, let's get to the real heart of the matter. The point of all this isn't to scare anyone. It's about empowerment. It's about realizing that you already have what you need to make good choices. So, after everything we've talked about, the myths, the facts, the tactics, what's the one big takeaway? What's the thing you absolutely need to remember? It's this. This right here is the absolute truth. Giving in because someone dared you isn't courage, it's just conformity. Real, actual courage is having the strength to be true to yourself, especially when it's the hardest thing to do. You know the playbook now. You've got the facts. You have the tools.
We've laid out the information, but at the end of the day, the decision is always yours, and we trust you to make the right one for you.